Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alton and I'm so glad you could join me because I am so excited. Recently I was contacted by Adam Sofinetti of watchpaper.com. He is also the owner of the Microbrand Watch Group on Facebook, and he said, I have something special for you. I have a very limited edition contest going on, and it's in conjunction with none other than brand new Microbrand with one awesome offering under their belt, Mitch Mason. Would you like to see the latest Mitch Mason, and not just the regular Mitch Mason, but something a little bit special? And I said, absolutely. Please send it over. I would love to take a look. In 2019, Benedict Ong founded Mitch Mason out of Singapore with their critically lauded 37mm Chronicle. I didn't have the pleasure of reviewing one of these, but I followed the development with great interest. I mean, just look at those hands and that textured dial. Their follow-up to the Chronicle is the Maelstrom, a beautiful 40mm compressor-style diver. I can't decide if I like the blue or the gray more. Either way, you can't go wrong with any of their 4 color combinations. I'd suggest checking out reviews by either my friend Bob at Time to Go or Shane at Relative Time if you want more information. Because today I'm not showing you one of the core Maelstrom designs. Oh no, I have something special for you. So here's the deal. Mitch Mason has collaborated with the Microbrand Watches Group to create 3 new colorways: light blue, brown, and burgundy. But not only that, they have tweaked the Maelstrom design a little bit to reflect the collaboration by replacing the prominent 9 with the MBW logo and inscribing it upon the lower screw-down crown. They've also changed the inner rotating bezel from 60 minutes to a 12-hour bezel, which is handy if you spend more time tracking different time zones than you do underwater. But they're not making all 3. What they're asking you to do is to go to their Facebook page and vote for your favorite design. Only that one single design is going to be produced. And even that will be limited to 100 numbered pieces. Currently, burgundy is leading the way by actually a pretty healthy margin. You can see that just to be alternative, I voted for the brown dial. And I'm not surprised that the burgundy dial has gained a lot of interest on social media, as there are few dials out there quite this color. Just look at it. Now, just in case you haven't watched any other reviews on the Maelstrom, I think I should get into the specifications a little bit, tell you a little bit about the watch in general, and then we'll talk about 5 reasons you should buy the limited edition and 1 big reason that you should not. According to Ben, the Mitch Mason Maelstrom is designed and built to be a valiant and versatile companion. It is a contemporary interpretation of vintage super compressor dive watches. It sports a Miyota 9015 automatic movement, which hacks and hand winds and beats at 4 Hertz. This is my new favorite movement for Microbrand watches under $500. Bye-bye, NH35. See you later. So long. The Maelstrom also sports a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, 300 meters of water resistance with dual screw-down crowns, and a double-domed sapphire crystal boasting 10 layers of anti-reflective coating. And you get all of this for only $449 for the standard version if you get in on the early bird order by October 1st, or $499 for the special edition version, which will go live on October 15th. So let me give you 5 big reasons why you might want to buy this watch and 1 big reason not to. Number 1, the dial. What can I say? Both of these dials are just beautiful. I know that burgundy is probably a fan favorite, but honestly, the blue dial is equally as dynamic, and I think it actually might be my favorite of the two. I also love the fact that they've once again used a cutout or sandwich dial for the numbers and the MBW logo at 9. This, alongside the rotating 12-hour bezel, adds a great deal of depth and dynamism to what could be a rather pedestrian design. Plus, a healthy dose of superluminova will ensure that you can read it at any time of day. Besides this, everything is well balanced and proportioned, especially with the unobtrusive date cutout at the 6. I find this dial to be bold, but not over the top, colorful, but not juvenile, and that hour hand. Mitch Mason knows how to do hour hands. They did not get this one from a catalog in some Chinese factory. Number 2, the case. One of the first things that struck me about the Maelstrom was the case finishing and design. It's beefy enough to feel like a rugged tool watch, but curvy and svelte enough to appear classy and refined. I particularly appreciate the sweeping lugs and the way they curve down towards your wrist. In fact, I actually struggled to get a good video representation of what it looks like on the wrist. It just looks so much better in person. Besides this, the polishing and brushing is exemplary. I think you'd have to spend twice as much money or probably more before you found anything finished even better. Furthermore, the dimensions of the case sit right in a sweet spot for most people. Not too big and not too small. And the design of the bracelet and the shorter lug to lug for a diver means that even small wrists can pull this one off without worry. And check how it wears on my 8-inch wrist, for example. It looks right at home, doesn't it? I think whether you have a 6.5-inch wrist or an 8.5-inch wrist, you can easily wear this watch. Number 3, the bracelet. I don't know if it is the way it sweeps from 20 millimeters down to 16 millimeters, or the fact that it has a simple, chunky, H-link toolish vibe, but right away I knew that this was one of my favorite bracelets ever. And I know that's a bold statement. This might be a subjective opinion, but objectively, a bracelet that has solid end links with quick release and screw pins is always a winner. I know watch collectors always appreciate these things, especially when the brushing perfectly integrates with the brushing on the case and the polished edge just adds a hint of elegance. Throw in 6 micro adjusts so that you can achieve just the right fit, and add to this a female end link that helps accommodate even the smallest wrist. What else can you ask for? Number 4, the crowns. Who doesn't love a dual crown compressor style watch? Especially when the crowns look like this. That's all I have to say about that. And number 5, it's the charity. A Microbrand Watches Group and Mitch Mason Watches are going to donate 10% of all sale proceeds to Kids Kicking Cancer, or KKC Canada. Now, KKC is a global organization dedicated to lowering the pain of children through martial arts as a therapy. What a great idea. They currently empower over 5,000 children in 48 hospitals in 5 countries. So not only do you get a great-looking and well-built watch that only 99 other people in the world will be wearing, but you also get to support kids with cancer. I mean, what else can you ask for? So, why should you not buy this watch? Well, there really is only one reason, and that's because, well, you might not be able to. Trust me, this thing is going to sell out fast. Only 100 of these beauties is going to be made, and if the red dial is chosen, you know it's going to fly off the virtual shelves. I know this sounds a lot like a commercial. I just genuinely like this watch. Is it perfect? There's no such thing as a perfect watch. I might have maybe tried to make the text on the dial just a little bit brighter, although that's hard within this colorway. there's really not a lot you can nitpick about in this watch. I just only really review things that I like usually. I don't like to trash different watches. So if this sounds like a commercial, I'm sorry, but I didn't receive a dime for this. And I'm not being paid for this. I'm not even getting a free watch. Although, Ben, if you're watching, I wouldn't turn one down. I just know a good watch when I see one. Especially at the $500 price point. I am well acquainted with watches at this price point. And you could spend far more on far less. I think Mitch Mason has a fantastic follow-up to the Chronicle in the Maelstrom here, and knowing how fast limited editions, especially limited red editions, sell out, well, this is a no-brainer. If you like what you see, get that laptop open, warm up your mouse-clicking finger, and get ready on October 15th to order your very own Mitch Mason Maelstrom. Well, a big thanks to Adam from MBW and a huge thank you to Ben from Mitch Mason. And I'd like to shout out Bob at Time to Go as well. He was the one who put me in touch with these guys in the first place. And a huge thank you to all of you for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. I've got some things coming down the pipeline. I would like to do some giveaways, and I'm really looking forward to doing that as I get closer to the 1,500 subscriber mark. So tell your friends when we hit that 1,500 subscriber mark, we will be doing some pretty good giveaways. So again, thank you all for watching. Take care. Subscribe if you feel like it. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not your dad.